Hello bros, I'm Contest Effect Zero, Profile Production, and next part, Minecraft Lord of the Rings mod. So, I've been for like 20 minutes listening to everything of this. How is it going in here? Nothing special. Alright, so we do have some things to talk about. I come to the conclusion that the mega build gonna be the Palantir Tower. 100%. I'm gonna need a lot of concrete for that. And how do you even make concrete? I don't know. I never really made, I never really used any concrete. It needs to be white. 4 sand, 4 gravel, and a white dye. Okay, so if we need 4 stacks of sand, 4 stacks. We don't have the sand. Should probably make a teleportation over to the sand biome, so we don't have to swim or walk there. But at least on our little island, we're gonna make a Palantir Tower. It's gonna be a little bit complicated, but we technically need a lot of concrete powder, concrete for it, because Palantir Tower, generally it's white. Because I'm not gonna make the Palantir Tower that's been corrupted by Sauron. Those are black, but I'm gonna make the ones that are white. Because the Palantir Towers, nearly all of them, pretty much has been corrupted by Sauron. So there are actually no more Palantir Towers, but we still gonna make it. Like, this is the one Palantir Tower that still remains uncorrupted by Sauron because, well, Sauron can't get here. Sauron can't get to this world, so he couldn't corrupt it. He didn't even know it exists, so he didn't even try. We should just fill our entire inventory with sand, shouldn't we? I mean, we might as well. I have a lot of time during this day. But as we collect sand, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I've been doing within Minecraft actually. I actually managed to get Vault Hunter to work without actually lagging. Which is a big surprise, because the first time I actually tried it, it lagged a lot. I could lagged so much it was unplayable. But it's usually that with anything that's done through Curse Forge, which I shouldn't say this, but it needs to be said. Iskal85, he's an asshole for making the mod only working through Curse Forge. You don't want to play anything through there, because Curse Forge has never been good, and it has not gotten better within 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. It's been bad for over 10 years and it has not gotten any better. It was horrible when Skyrim came out, and it has not gotten better in all that time. Skyrim is hell of old now. And Curse Force is older, but it never gotten better even during all that time. Pretty much gotten worse, but because they have made it so that some mods only can be done through there. And anyone that's actually comply with that is an asshole. If I ever get on Hermitcraft, that's probably the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell him I'm an asshole because he made a mod not working without CurseForge. I have tried to make it work without CurseForge, it's not possible. I mean, we know very well how bad it was, because we did experience it with our Elcraft. I mean, CurseForce was so bad that we had to end the series before we even managed to get to the real bosses. We didn't manage to get to the Ender Dragon because of that. I might actually do a series of Vault Hunters in the future, but I have to really get through to how you're supposed to do it, because it's very complicated, to say the least. And if you haven't made the mod yourself, it's nearly unplayable. I'm getting confused a little here, left and right, and I haven't gotten to the Ender Dragon yet, because I haven't managed to get to the enough Ender Pearls. I got them 1, and I killed like 10 Endermen, so either that's bad luck or that's because of the mods that are just thrown in there. Why are the turtles so far in? I know very well that I should not call a Hermitcraft player an asshole, but if I ever make a mod, I would never, ever, ever make sure that it cannot be played by people that doesn't use a specific thing. Especially CurseForge. I mean, CurseForge could pretty much pay me money to make sure that the game played. I would take the money, but I'll say I was still gonna make it unplayable because that money just covers the pain I had to experience for you to all these years. I mean, CurseForge has been broken over 10 years. I mean, I know first time I modded my modded Skyrim a bit, I know I used the CurseForge just to practice how to mod, and sure, it worked a little bit, but it was just like 5 mods. Nothing special, so it worked, but after that, I never used it again. Stop giving me sticks. Why would I want sticks? I mean, I have a wood farm. Sticks is not really any concern of me. Oh, I have an inventory full of sand. We should technically still fill this up with sand, but Perfect timing. It just got yeah, we just got to the conduit when the bubble popped, so we can see exactly how many pixels is in the bubble pop. Pretty nice. Oh, come on! I don't want to accidentally eat more than I have to, but the game does seem to like take a second away from the eating time, so if it stops too early anyway. Most of the sand gonna be boxed, but not all of it. Where's the trader? He's outside. That's good, but I do have no idea how the hell he gets in here. You might be a trader, but you sell Nautilus shells. I actually do believe I gonna need more Nautilus shells if you're sure, because you're gonna make the Palantir Tower, but I think maybe a conduit is the best one to use as the Palantir Stone. Okay, I need to get emeralds from the other place. How did you get in here? Where do you even come from? I mean, there are no spawning positions that should be able to let him get in here. Oh god. I should probably kill them. We're gonna have to make a concrete maker also, but it's very simple and there's no automatic one. Try to make a concrete maker that's automatic? Impossible. There's no way I can figure it out. 5 Nautilus shells, that's pretty good actually. Why do you sell sand? I can understand you selling parts though, but not the sand. Thank you for bringing the llamas that I can slaughter. I mean, I do always slaughter the llamas he brings. I mean, what do he expect me to do? I mean, I can only think that he means for me to kill them, right? Why would else would he bring them back each time? Alright, let's make a lot of concrete powder now. Yeah, a lot of concrete powder. Considering I do plan to not do anything with them right now, I'm gonna actually make a box for it. I'm gonna need probably this whole box even more actually, because the Palantir Tower gonna be sky limit 1. So it's gonna be as high as this, and I do actually think that's gonna be a little lower than how tall I would expect a Palantir Tower to be. It's gonna encompass pretty much that extent of the area, and I do find a picture of a Palantir Tower online that I like, and it's not in Minecraft, so it's so we can do our own adaptation on how we should make it. First of all, I do need to make it circular, so yeah, it's gonna be a little. I don't usually do a lot of circular buildings or anything like that in Minecraft at all. We need to repair our hammer because that's gonna be used. But I do not plan to make the Palantir Tower now directly, so we're gonna go back to what we started with, the Dwarven city. So there's a one over here, so we need to light this up. We were still building over there. It wasn't done yet, so okay, we're gonna need more stone to be sure. So let's just mine away a good bit of this. Ah, we found an underground lake. Light up some place a little here and there. Alright, let's continue building this. How do I get up there though? Yeah, that doesn't work. I mean, we should be able to get up there from the outside at least. But as long as we don't let the chickens out, this should be fine. Alright, so gonna do all 4 episodes of Minecraft today. I usually do make 2-day streams to make all the episodes that I need. But sometimes that's not how it goes. need more stone. Shouldn't get a bucket of water. Can you just do like this? Damn it! I tried to time it, but bucketing like that is not easy. MLG bucket. There's lava, so oh yeah, up there. Put lava there. probably gonna make a stone maker out of it. Can't get up unless I have higher food level. I'm very glad it didn't place the lantern so it removed the water, because I need this water. Okay, now I do actually need to get in. Aha! Yeah, not bothering killing them considering we have the mod. And even though it removes a lot of the dangers, it is better to actually have it. It it saves us a lot of time of having to repair what the creepers destroy, because I like it to look good. So this area is finally encapsulated. Hmm. You know, in the Vault Hunters, I did make an iron farm there too. Actually, the first time I did a mistake on iron farm, but it was not a big mistake, it was rectified, but I did make it one too wide on one side. Don't really know how it happened, but it's not really a big problem. I decided to build on a mountain there because the mountains in the Vault Hunters is actually pretty spectacular. I know I made a giant storage room there. I mean, in this, in the length here, it is actually a bit longer than the storage room I did, but it's wider than this even. And I had to dig it all out with a pickaxe, so it took a couple of hours to do that. Not a couple of hours. It actually took, I think, 4 hours to do the entirety of it. And of course, I have still not managed to get all the leather I need for the item frames. And considering how much items there actually are in Vault Hunters, it's not a project that's gonna be done anytime soon. Can you stop dropping stuff on me? We're definitely gonna have a use for all of this stone later on. Huh. Maybe the mines are constructing themselves. I mean, I do plan to bring the whole. I do think I'm gonna bring this whole place down to bedrock. I'm not sure about it. There's just a creeper up there that I can see. Would be nice if there are a spawner or two in this mountain. Huh. It's even wider than this, that storage room I did is. And I know let's check it. Yeah. It's a bit. I can do it here. Just dig out as much as how I made the storage room. Where did you come from, and what do you want? Did actually not make it completely symmetrical, which is probably something I will fix up in the end. But if we would take intention on how big we want that storage room in Vault Hunter to actually, how big I actually want it to be, because this time in Vault Hunter I will not make any streaming or recording of it, and I will not make it until I'm done with this either. I want to be done with Lord of the Rings mod before we actually would switch over to another mod. Very obvious that this is bigger than the storage room I actually am using. But it's not that many blocks in Lord of the Rings mod that we actually have to make space for. Sure, there is a good number of new blocks and such in the Lord of the Rings mod, but it's not as much as in Vault Hunters, because Vault Hunters is a summation of over 100 mods. And the Lord of the Rings is more singular. It stands on its own. Something fun I found out in Voltos was actually it has Deep Slate, but it's 1.6.5, just as the Lord of the Rings mod is, which did surprise me. So I don't really know what's going on. I know most about the 1.16.5 version of Minecraft, but some things in Vault Hunters just doesn't add up. I did, of course, find the stones that you can teleport to, because I am familiar with those from actually RLcraft, and I do actually am wondering a little about that. I found out you cannot use them unless you first unlock the research for them, and I didn't like that because I want to be able to move around significantly. So I actually cheated in one knowledge star for that, and I think it's fair to actually do that. I mean, if you have one knowledge star to start off with, you definitely pick that research without any hesitation. But about this big, I think even a little bit bigger than this is how big I made a storage room in Vault Hunters. Can you stop dropping gravel on me? Preferably this fucking year. Preferably this right second, because you're dropping a lot of gravel on me everywhere. There's a lot of gravel that drops on me, but I won't complain too much about it, considering I do gonna need gravel to make the Palantir Tower. We could actually make it an overgrown Palantir Tower, but I'm not sure about that. If we're gonna make it an overgrown Palantir Tower, I think I would make that first and foremost when we actually start going to the Lord of the Rings dimension. The mod hasn't been updated in a long time now, though. What are you doing? Apparently nothing. The biggest problem I actually had to run into in Vault Hunters are the to get the andesite, because I needed andesite to make the flooring that I like, and I hadn't run into andesite at all, so I had to go hunting for it. Didn't know how to actually get my hands on it, so I did have to look that up. I've found a discussion on it online, at least. They told exactly how to do it in the discussion, but I am annoyed when I find discussion that actually do say it's possible, but don't tell you how. They know exactly how, but they don't tell you just to hurt you. That is the annoying discussions I know. There are a couple of discussions like that. They don't tell you anything. I didn't do it either as they did as Escalator 5 didn't start in the vanilla world. So I started just in the modded world. There are some problems because you need a vanilla forest to actually be able to find andesite, and it cannot be like a birch forest, oak forest. You need a biome in vanilla that's actually is called forest only. And trust me when I tell you this, that's not that easy to find. You can't find it unless you actually do use locate. That's what I figured out. I do like my bee garden though. Alright, too much coal or oh wait, there. Repair the hammer. Gonna repair it to max even. What's I'm gonna need to get more molten, more debris. Yeah, that's directly got pretty much unbearable. I do believe I have lava somewhere nearby. Or dead. Alright, let's go and see if there are any pockets we can peel for lava. Yeah, Middle Earth room, it does work. This is the closest one. Haha! I got a bucket of lava. It's burning through the bucket, spilling onto my hands. That's pretty much what would happen if you ever tried to fill a bucket with lava. You are alone, and I don't know if you ever will be able to get out of this place. Damn it. Just because you didn't get burned doesn't mean you're allowed to leave. That's a lot of them. Those only hurt one of them. I need sweeping edge. Yeah, I need sweeping edge. I was thinking a little about the dark alleyway here. If I should make an unusual animal shop, because there are some animals that it will be hard for us to get our hands on. I did manage to make that look fairly well. And there's the witch in here. have 2 villagers in here that are actually are librarians, but there's one too much villager in here. So I would like you to go out so I can block this off, so I make sure that the librarians actually target the beds in here, because that's what I want. Go. There. Now there are only librarians in there, so when we remove that later on, they're gonna be locked onto their beds in there, which is exactly what I want them to be. If I ever gonna use a sword through most of the game, I do believe it's gonna be an elven sword. Because it does have one property that I do want. And that property is, of course, that we can use it to detect where there are orcs. Because it does light up every time we are close to that. Ah! Stop doing things like that. I'm not even holding button and the game still acts like I am. Two stacks of sand too little? Okay. Alright, so a concrete maker then. Make have the hoppers. At least a couple. At least 2 chests. Also, I'm gonna need some obsidian, which I do. Maybe I don't have any. Do I not have any obsidian? I mean, I know I got obsidian from the piglins I traded with. One of them has an enchanted sword with fire aspects on it. Okay, I think I know which one it is. I think it's that guy. Yeah, I killed them all. Sharpness on a breaking. That's actually pretty good. Obsidian. I do have a good amount of fun stuff. So, for making a concrete maker, I can't have a lava bucket. Let's see. Let's make it like right here. Let's first dig out this like that. And so now I'm gonna place the hoppers like that. I need one slab. Also need one bucket of water. Slab that. And take the water. Oh, come on! Could at least be legitimate about moving the water without my permission. Because it is the counter removing that is annoying. It does technically not remove, it's there. But it doesn't work because still. It does go in, but it's not 100% efficient, but that's what I expected. Because we're gonna make it like that instead, but I do kind of want to try something. Let's grab that water. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I place water there now, it goes there, and if I now place a concrete here, yeah, good. Now let's. Ah. There is one more way of doing it, which is kind of way to make it just less annoying when it comes to down to it. Should not be there. Make it like this. I think this is the easiest way, kind of. Just I do need to stand a little bit lower, but for now, until we have done with this batch, we can have it like this. So some gets through the little space, but as long as we don't do too much concrete powder at once, we won't be able to lose it. We have to be standing here for over 5 minutes. So as long as we don't do too much, even the ones that gets through will not be the lost. And I used the obsidian behind it just to make sure that we don't accidentally dig somewhere we're not supposed to. Even with an efficiency 4, it takes a little bit of time to dig through obsidian. Because you can see the concrete are actually dug down instantaneously. So I just hold down both mouse buttons and it gets placed and mined directly. But you have to place it before you start mining, otherwise it doesn't work. So you have to place one and then hold down both buttons. Says we... No, there's 5. Then it's 5 more that's missing. There. There. Not a single loss. And for if I stand on a half slab, I can just crouch and it works the best. Shit. now we can at least make white concrete, which is gonna be exactly what we use for the Palantir Tower. I do have all of these full. Right? That's one full, this one nearly full, that one also nearly full. Still do thinking of how would I upgrade this armor. I'm gonna upgrade it. Promise you that at least. The funny thing is in Vault Hunters, I actually did find a diamond chest. I mean a gold chest plate, like like instantaneously. But the fun thing about it is that it actually is mending on it, so it's still hanging in there. It has not broken yet, and I have been in a lot of fights. I did also install the same like data packs I have on this so it's still is pretty much similar in some aspects. I do need to make more concrete before I actually start trying to make it. Actually, let's put one stack in there because let's see. What do I have? Yeah, that's enough. So now, if I do that, put that there, do like that. I do know one way we could potentially make it so even less get through, but it's a much more complicated build to do that, and this is working just fine. is pretty much when you place one that sometimes the concrete get pushed through this hole because they're trying to find a place where it can go. And if the hopper doesn't like instantly pick it up, it tries to go to some other places. I don't know how it got out here. Where does that cobblestone actually come from? How did it get up here? Still one piece of concrete that's missing. Where did that concrete go? I mean, there's no empty spaces. Yet again, there's more concrete missing. There's a higher amount now. Well, the loss we have is not great, at least. You're kidding me, right? I did place it in. Where is the loss actually going? Oh, how does it actually go get there? You shouldn't even be able to get there, technically. That shouldn't be an empty space. Well, we noticed that a little too late to be able to actually get all of the lost sets back. But I suppose, considering that, there are no perfect concrete machines. Oh, it's dangerous for me to go through that now for a while. Pretty nice to actually look at this. It does look like a real treasury, but it's not even full yet. Funny thing in Vault Hunter is actually I did find an jungle temple on top of the mountain where I plan to live. So I used to settle down in the temple until I started getting a little bit more concretion up. I did set up a villager farm up there, and considering you can just right click on the villagers to pick them up in Vault Hunters, it worked. It was quite easy. Though the first two villagers I placed down, they disappeared. I have no idea where they went, because I hadn't really set up anything that would prevent them from being able to walk off. And, well, let's just say, they did definitely walk off. Where they went? Zero ID. I have no idea where they went. Because I did actually look around, even use the map, and yeah, they didn't help. I do actually think about maybe getting the minimap that's in that mod pack into this. It would make it a little more easier to actually catalog the entire world. But we'll see about that. I don't quite want it to be that high the way to the Palantir Tower. The one I think inside also have a staircase on the side, which I do plan to build. So first of all, this cannot be here. But okay. Let's start by trying to get it to this height, I suppose. Let's see. I should start it off here. And kind of get it together this place. do gonna fill this hole up so we don't get any unnecessary spawns. Weird. Why does that sound come from Facebook? It shouldn't come from Facebook. I mean, there's only one app on my phone that actually makes that sound, and that's not Facebook. Hey! What the fuck do you think you're doing? Haha! Haha! You're stuck in a hole. I got trapped a zombie in the hole. Seriously? One hit and he died. From a fist. Ha! I trapped yet another one. Really? You want an archery fight? Guess what? I won. Oh yeah, some unintended support. Did he shoot you? Or are you actually touched by the sun? Because I can't see the sun anyway. Now you're touched by the sun. But the sun can still not be seen. I can't do anything about it. I could try to save his life, but I won't, because he's already dead. And I don't mean that he died yet again. I mean his first time dead. Ha! I got some random stuff on me. Hey, I can see the beacon from there. What you should call it? Why didn't you die from 3 hits? 3 hits with a spear kills most things. Who knows? Actually, I haven't checked one thing. Yeah, it's correct. Just needed to make sure. Finish the end, get an lighter, create a mega base. Make an ME room, go to Middle Earth, create a guardian farm, create an underwater base, make a wolf fan, get a wither skull, improve village, make dwarf city. We do still improving the village. Well, not actively improving it, but there's a lot of different stuff we keep on doing. But we do actually have run out of time for this episode, so that was all I have for this time. So hit like and share, and see you next time. Bye bye.